Shawty, Newcastle United 1, Arsenal 0. 3 points will give Arsenal their first defeat of the season, but that referee tried all his best to make us not win that game.
Absolutely dreadful refereeing performance out there. Just totally lost control of the game. The linesman as well, totally abysmal. Half the time, when we were just getting certain throws, we weren't getting given to Arsenal. They were getting a lot of things, by the way. Arsenal going down far too easily. They say same old Arsenal, always cheating, and you can see why. I just thought the referee from minute one just had a game to forget. I hope he never comes back, as well as the linesman at the far side. For me, it was just a case of the referee against Newcastle. He was trying everything to try and give Arsenal the win today, and it just didn't happen. I was just appalled by his officiating. He tried his best, with a goal to choke that off as well for certain decisions. To me, it sounded like it was 11 against 12 or 11 against 13 at times.
It was, wasn't it? Havertz, how has he not been sent off for that? That was a horrendous challenge.
For me, it's a red card, and it didn't even go to VAR either, so what's the point of having that anymore? Do you know what I mean? They've got to check it out. If at the end of the day, it's a blatant red card. It's the most blatant red card you'll see. And then he goes over and gives 3 or 4 other yellow cards. He gives one to Sean Longstaff, who was originally fouled, and then, you're not allowed to have your own opinion anymore. So for me, the game's gone at the top level. I mean, you've only got to look at this game tonight, back on Match of the Day, Sky Sports, have a look tomorrow, Monday, whatever. They've got to check this game back, because I just thought the officiating was dreadful. The previous referee against Wolves, right, he was demoted to the Championship today for officiating his own game. Yeah, whether it was a penalty or not, it doesn't matter. They're there to referee the game. They have to referee their own game. If VAR have made a mistake, then VAR should also be sacked off. They should also be demoted. But the referee is not allowed to referee the game anymore. Yeah, I'm not saying that this referee should be demoted. I mean, he probably should be. But my point is, if you go back to the Wolves game, it seems to be us. We're getting hit a lot. With referees that either doing a good job, doing a bad job. The referee was appalling today. But like I say, we took the lead. Whether the Arsenal fans like it or not, it's a goal. You keep made a mistake, and fair play to our lads, because we really dug in, which was it wasn't the best of games. It was a bit bitty at times. Lack of chances, but we took one of them.
That's it, that's the main thing. A goal, we got the goal, that's the main thing. I can't believe how long it took to look at that. It's just incredible as well. We know Bruno got his 5th yellow card, but that wasn't a yellow card for me. He was using a strike. He misses Bournemouth. Maybe it's not much of a bad idea, but I mean, that was never a yellow card, Charlie.
How is it a yellow card?
Using his strength.
Yeah, exactly, it's strength. And if that is deemed as, a foul, then for me, we're all laughing. I think there should be no one on the pitch with this referee, because for me, nothing was going in our favour at all. And I'm not saying that to be salty or anything like that. If you watch the game back, it was just dreadful officiating. From minute 1 to minute 98 plus, he just lost total control of the game. And the Premier League need to look at this, because if it's not our game, it's another game where something's going wrong. And like I say, Bruno now, he's missing Bournemouth. Yeah, okay, he was 1 yellow card away from his suspension, but that for me is not a yellow card, and we're now missing him for Bournemouth. Yeah, people will think, well, it's just Bournemouth, but to me,
yeah, that's a good point.
We have to go to Bournemouth and still get results.
We do.
The way Eddie plays, we've got a lot of injuries to deal with, and then missing Bruno, it's massive, and I feel for the lad, because he's got a real shift in tonight.
Absolutely. Murphy, I think he came back too soon.
Well, Eddie Howe did say that he was going to be out for some time, and then all of a sudden, he's got metal shoulders. He's back on the pitch. But I could tell he was frustrated, when he pulled up again. And it's a shame for the lad, because I think he offers a lot to the side. I think he offers a lot more than what people think. Yeah. And he's been a revelation again this season. He's been a revelation under Eddie Howe, and I hope it's nothing too serious, but it's probably looking like that. But regardless, speedy recovery, Jacob, if you're going to watch this, and hopefully you come back stronger than ever, because I know you offer a lot to the side.
Absolutely. Dortmund next, Champions League. Hopefully we can do it out in Germany. Well, we couldn't do here.
We've got it all to do. I mean, if you go back to the game against Dortmund, we had some chances towards the end. Played awful in the first half, better in the second half, hit the crossbar a couple of times. If we show that mentality over in Dortmund, it's going to be tough, but we have to do it the hard way. We've opened up the group. I said this a couple of weeks ago. We just have to go there, play our game. If we can even sneak a 1-0, 2-0, whatever, 2-1, just try and get the 3 points. A draw wouldn't be the worst result, but then you're relying on, PSG to beat AC Milan, but whatever happens. I think we're sort of set steady in the Champions League. We're full of confidence. We've got a point. Against Wolves, we've got 3 points today. Why can't we go there and get something?
Absolutely, thank you. Okay, Rich, over and over. Newcastle United 1, Arsenal 0, first defeat of the season. How do you feel after that?
Frustrated more than anything. We just didn't create enough chances with all the possession that we had. And then, we switch off, concede a soft goal. Kind of summed up the game a little bit for me, didn't it? There wasn't a lot of chances at either end. It was a tight game. I never felt we would score if we'd played until Christmas, to be honest. We just lacked that cutting edge, which is a shame because overall, for 2/3 of the pitch, we looked good. We defended well. We dominated the midfield for most of the game. We just never looked like scoring, and then you switch off for 1 minute against a team like you guys, and we're going to get punished. And yeah, it's frustrating because I think a draw maybe would have been a fair result, perhaps over the 90 minutes. But if you don't score, you're not going to win or get anything.
That's it. Was Kai Havertz lucky to be on the pitch still? That looked a awful challenge for me.
Yeah, I mean, where we were quite high up, couldn't really see it. It looked bad, actually. I'm surprised VAR didn't check it.
I'm surprised as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if they checked it, I haven't seen it back, so I don't know. I mean, obviously, the VAR got involved with a goal. They were checking free. I've never seen that before.
Never, man. They were checking for the ball out of play, offside and a foul.
Yeah, I've never seen that, and all three of them obviously went in your favour in the goals. I mean, I've just seen a replay of the goal. It looked okay. It didn't look offside. It didn't look a foul. Did it go out? I'm not sure, but VAR checked it, so fair enough. It's a goal, and we needed to do more in that last 15, 20 minutes. I thought we seemed reluctant to put the ball in the box. And every time we did, what happened? Your two centre halves headed it away. We've got no height in there. We've got no presence in the box, and it's a problem we need to sort out because this is our first big test away from home this season.
It is.
And we've come up short. And it's the same story, isn't it? It's happened before to this team, and we need to start turning it around and changing it. And I don't know what we can do. We need a centre forward, and I think we missed Ødegaard today. He's a sort of player in this type of game that can open up defences. And we didn't have one. I don't think we got behind you once. Did we? We didn't get in behind your defence once.
Not really, no.
And I mean, your goalkeeper Nick Pope today, he's had an easy day, hasn't he?
He has. He may as well have had a thingy. I mean, yeah, it's your first defeat as well, Rich. I mean, hopefully it's not going to be too much of a thingy, but I just looked at Arsenal. They just, as you mentioned, they just didn't look like scoring at all today.
No, we didn't. And this is a problem. We're very good keeping the ball sideways, backwards, and that's great. And as it turned out today, I've just seen the stats. We only had 60% possession anyway, which isn't actually as much as I thought at the time. It looked like we had a lot more. I was expecting maybe 75. So yeah, we're not doing enough with it when we've got the ball. It's our first defeat, but we lost at West Ham in the week in the Cup. We've now lost here as well, so it's kind of on a little bit of a bad run now away from home. We need to turn this around and quickly because we've got a big Champions League game, as you have in the week.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. Well, thank you, Rich. Good to see you. Okay, Lawrence. Newcastle United 1, Arsenal 0. Condemn them to their first defeat of the season. But boy, that referee tried everything to lose us that game today.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Havertz, lucky to stay on the pitch.
Awful challenge.
I've seen the photo of him on Burn. This is not the first time he's had something with Burn, and he's been lucky to stay on the pitch. If you remember what happened when he was at Chelsea, and then, of course, he got the winning goal. But despite all that, we've managed to get the win. And I mean, that wait for the goal. I mean, three things they were checking for in VAR. It looked like the ball was still in from our stat, but I suppose I'll have to see the replay. No offside and definitely no foul.
There were three things as well. They were checking for that as well, which is just my word. I've never seen anything like that before.
Well, yeah, I mean, that has got to be a first with VAR. But thankfully, the goal stood, and well,
it's just we got the goal for Anthony Gordon. That was it. But Arsenal, they just didn't look like goal scoring the day, did they?
Yeah, they had quite a lot of possession, but well, I mean,
that means nothing now unless you do something with it.
They just did nothing with it, and again, our defence just handled them very well again.
Absolutely, yeah. Superb defence, and I mean, Bruno, that was his 5th yellow card, but that was never a yellow card. He's using his strength.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say it back again, but I mean, the amount of things they were. I mean, if that was the yellow card, then I'm sure those things that Arsenal were doing that were yellow cards as well.
Oh, easily,
definitely. And to be fair, I'm not as gutted that we're not going to have him more tonight against Bournemouth. After the game on Wednesday when we had likes of Hall stepping in, and Willock will probably get his first start.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's a yeah. I mean, it's Bournemouth in a way. I know we got a good job there, but it's like we need Bruno for games like Chelsea. That's the next home game we've got. So there you are. Yeah, I mean, Dortmund on Tuesday night as well, Lawrence. I know we didn't get the win here, but can we go to Germany and do it over there?
Absolutely. I'd take a draw just to keep us level on points with them. I mean, I know they'll have the head-to-head advantage over us. Of course, the win for us would be massive. I think the players will be thinking it wasn't good enough against them. You know, they've been frustrated with when they come to St James and won. They'll want to put things right. Just as long as we don't lose before we have to play PSG away.
Well, that's it, I suppose. But are you just hoping that referee just never raise a Newcastle United game ever again?
Well, yeah, I mean, especially you've seen Anthony Taylor get dropped down to the Championship for stick with this decision. I mean, after VAR checked it and, you know, nothing was changed there. I mean, if Anthony Taylor was getting demoted, then so should this ref.
He was terrible. As I mentioned, he tried to do everything to lose us that game the day. Yeah. Terrible referee. One of the worst I've ever seen in this Premier League as well. Another one you can add to the top of the list as well. So, but, yeah. Oh, well then. Cheers, Lawrence.